day. Ooh, okay. All right. Hello, you guys. So I am so excited today. We actually started up our HD 6870, my favorite graphics card. If you guys know me, I used to have a graphics card, the 6850, in 2013, 2014. So it's absolutely incredible we get to do this. This is actually the box it came in. So I got a fun little story. I actually went to go get the 6870. The guy was selling it for $5. He is in a, I should say like a police field where occasionally, you might be sent out and it might take a little while for you to get back. So he didn't end up showing up that day. The next day or the day after, he had actually said, you know what, I'll do you a solid. I'll just give it to you. So I am really happy about that. But overall, we got a free HD 6870 with the box, and I mean these boxes are freaking dope. So what are we doing today? Well, benchmarking. As always, we are benchmarking. What we're working on actually is a test bench. So there's a member on Thingiverse. I will post his Thingiverse, his creation down at the bottom in the link. This is actually his test bench, but what I did was he had a vertical, I just made it horizontal. So added a few legs. We're gonna make it into a mini ITX, so that's my next Thingiverse remix of his. So he created it. I just kind of made a few adjustments. So that's going to be a thing. You can actually see the HD 6870 perfectly in this shot, which is awesome. There it is. It's running on the test bench. This is what we're going to be working with. So yeah, this is our system. Again, that's our nice 6870 box. Okay, so we had to download. I'll kind of show you guys how we went around to go and get this done. The HD 6850 has difficulty with Windows 11. So how do we get around that? Well, we kind of have to work around the TPMS system that it has. I had to clear the cache on the TPM in order to get it working. I could show you guys. It was Crimson 6.2. So that's, no, actually, I'm wrong. It's Catalyst 15.7. That's the version I downloaded. It says driver version 15.3, 226. So it might have been 15.3. It's probably an older version, whatever the case was. So basically, I had to download an older version of. I believe it's. We'll see. Let's figure out whether it's Catalyst or. Oh, this is Catalyst. Okay. Alright, so let's get into this. Let's figure out what version we're on. System. Instead of looking through there, it just makes more sense to go straight through here. Okay. 15.3. It actually says we have 15.3. Okay, so. I want to get our BIOS updated today. I know this is kind of like a little downtime. We're basically just trying to figure out what legacy version we have. So what I had to do was basically I have DDU, which is an uninstaller. Um, this is it here. We use DDU to uninstall the package for the drivers that were on the previous video card. After DDU, we basically had to figure out our TPM situation. Something would pop up. You would go over to it. It would send you to the TPM, and then you have to clear the cache. So that wasn't too fun. But I figured it out, and I got the 6870 working. The reason I knew the 6870 worked was because it was actually coming up as a display driver over on my performance test. So it came up similar to this, just a little different. Clearly it was trying to work, but for some reason it just wasn't being, it wasn't being recognized, which is a problem we're having with these HD 6000 cards, and I'm sure there's a problem with older cards just in general. But yeah, let's get into the benchmarks. Alright, so we're going to benchmark this here. It's going to take a few minutes. I'm going to speed a lot of this up so this kind of works out. So I do apologize that these tests are quite time consuming, although I should probably have this and many other things closed out. So let's get that. Let's exit this. Sorry guys, so that might, I don't know if that'll affect it extremely, but oh, shoot. So we'll start from here. We're mainly trying to get our 2D and 3D mark and just make sure we're locked in for that. Our CPU isn't going to change. So let's go over the system specs while we're here. We have a 5700G AMD Ryzen 5 processor, solid processor. We have our 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. This was my original rig that I had quite a while ago. What else do we have going on? We got our HD 6870 Sapphire. That's our graphics card. I used to have the 6850. What else we got? I think that's like the main bulk. It's on a B550 board, B550I Mini ITX. That's actually why I'm going to be able to get a test bench. If you guys are interested in this test bench, I'm going to be posting it on Thingiverse. Hopefully everything works out. Basically, we're going to be able to print a Mini ITX test bench just like this one here. This one's a little long though, so we're actually shortening it. Let me see if I can grab it from over here. So I'll show you guys the shortened Mini ITX test bench. So this is it right here. We got a little bit of work to do with it. I just have to put a few more legs on it and kind of figure out what I'm going to do with the power supply. But this is going to be essentially the platform in which the motherboard sits. Power supply goes underneath. We have to find a spot for the SSD, and the power button should be right there on the top left here. So yeah, pretty interesting. It's a lot shorter. It's a lot shorter than the other test bench, and we can print this on an A1 Mini. So excellent. It's going to be good. Can't wait to get this thing up and running, and I will leave my link for my Thingiverse down at the bottom as well. So when it comes up, you guys can possibly download it. Again, I didn't make this print. This is actually just a 3D print that someone else had made, but what I did was just cut it down, and I try to keep the holes in the correct area. This way everything's still working and good. But yeah, let me get into this and we'll see what we can do. Right. Sure. Sorry guys. Cam. Alright, so it looks like we had an issue. Let's see. Just gotta switch this over. Of course, I don't know where my mouse is, so it sucks. Alright. Failed to load OpenCL library. Latest video card device drivers are installed. So, it's probably not something we're going to be able to figure out from here. Sucks. Could be because we don't have the DirectX 12 capable card, so that's probably it. But, alright. Whew. Alright, so we got our disc mark. It's honestly something we could probably skip. I should probably just do 2D mark for a lot of these. Yeah, I'll call it. The thing that sucks about calling this here is we're going to get a lesser reading on our overall pass mark. So I guess we could hold out. But generally, I'm just looking for the 2D, 3D mark because we're going to have... I mean, even then, I could probably just put a random disc mark and then add up our partial results or total result, I guess, based on that. I don't really know how the numbers work. We got a pretty good CPU in here. The 5700G ends up doing fairly well. Graphics card, it's pretty weak. Why do I love it so much? It was one of those cards that got me into it, and it was definitely one of my first cards that was kind of like, at the time, it was pretty good. We got it passed down. It's just insane to see the 6870. I didn't even know about the 6870 when I got this card given to me. I knew the 6850. It was a little bit older card at the time, but it was still a good card. So that's kind of why, I wanted to grab that card. But luckily, we got to use it. It ran all these games pretty good. For some reason, I liked it better than the initial R9270. The drivers for the R9270 in certain games were pretty rough, but of course the 270 played the games better. It just had some VSync issues in a lot of the games that I played, so yeah, I'm just glad that we got that. Okay, so we are almost there, guys. We are chugging. We're not going to be doing a firm mark on today's bench. this is going to be not only a regular bench that we're used to, it's also going to be a gaming benchmark, and we're finally there where we can do gaming benchmarks. So I made this, like I said, I made this test bench specifically so we could do gaming and gaming benchmarks. So freaking sweet! I can't wait. Excited as hell. So let's get it. All right. So this is our pass mark. Okay. Let's press OK. I kind of want to see where it brings me on the baseline. Comparable systems video card. Search. Alright, here we go. So we're in the 2000 for this baseline. See, it really didn't find us all that close of a baseline. Damn. This one's a Windows 11 with a 980. Intel 670 for the better SSD. So it's a significantly bad benchmark, I would say. I can't really tell. I'm gonna do just G3D. 1884. Okay. So the benchmark doesn't seem to be that bad comparing it to other 6870s. It looks like we're within range. We did kind of get a little lower of a score than a lot of others with the 6870. Yeah, but alright. I mean, the most we could probably do is possibly get another 3D benchmark on that. I'm gonna keep it moving and get on to the next one, but I think what we could do is try some overclocking. It's a little unfortunate we got like one of the lesser of the 3D marks, so that kind of sucks, but alright. So we'll keep it moving. Let's just see if there's any issues. As you guys know, my benchmarking is kind of all over the place. We kind of do 1,000 things. It's fun for me to do all these things. It gets us a little off track though, for sure. I'll try not to do that too often. Alright, let's just see where our temps are at. 44. Okay, so temps are fine. Nothing too crazy. Alrighty, guys, so are you ready? We're going to be starting off with an F1 2015. Let's see if I can get my fraps opened up in time. Let's get it. Okay, FPS on the top. And that should do it. Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Close that, open Steam. Well, that closed Steam, but here we are reopening it. Oh. Come on now. We'll see if these games even want to load. Alright, so we're going to start off with F1 2015. We're going to try, see how it goes. It's not going well so far. Damn. There we go. Okay, so we're here. Set that up. See how this is looking. Now, a lot of these car games, they generally look really good. So even the 6870 should be able to do it just fine. Right now I'm seeing a lot of frame tears. We're gonna work that out and see what we can do. This card is a solid 720p card, I would say. I can't really put this in any type of area above that, I would assume. Like, I don't believe. It would be hard for me to rate it at a 1080p because it's just not that. Here's our game settings. We're going to go to our graphic options. Here we go. Video mode. Refresh. Let's get our VSync on. I know some people don't like VSync. I absolutely love VSync. So, yeah, it's just what I gotta do because some of these games are almost unplayable without it. Okay. It says run benchmark. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna play a little bit because let's get it. Let's do a quick race. I don't think we're gonna be going through a full. I don't really even know how to play, so we're just completely rocking it. Let's get it. Okay. Good to see how this game runs. You know, the game came out after the card, so generally the cards hold up pretty well, even if it's like a couple years after, 2 years after. You know, this card should hold up a decent amount.
Here, local time, and welcome to race day here in Melbourne.
All right, let's get it, guys.
The cars are on the grid, and they should be setting off shortly for the formation.
See how we look. See how all the models are looking.
Their last inspections of the cars.
Okay. Start this race. There we go.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Oh no. Oh, they're running me down. Come on, come on. Am I damaged? Rough day. Weird. It's a neutral, ain't it? What the? What in the world just happened? Sorry, guys.
Mercedes have won today's race, and what a result for the team.
Let's restart that. I gotta figure out the controls. Okay, so we are in reverse. We should not be in reverse. What is all this? Damn. My bad, guys. What the hell? Okay. Let me try without keyboard and mouse. Maybe that's the problem. We're also in reverse gear. How do we get out of gear? Yeah, we are cooked. Damn. Let's see what we got here. No. Oh, it's because I'm stopped on track. Let's figure out our controls, because something is wrong. Accelerate is RT, so whatever the case is, yeah, that's our problem. Yeah, that should be it. So. Assign button. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played this game in so long. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Shit. Go up a gear. Damn. Pressing everything. Figure this one out.
Copy.
Oh. Customize controls, driving. Where's our gear up? So we're having a problem. Steer left, steer right, we know that. Reverse. So it's in a reverse mode. It's in reverse. Gear down, gear up. So it should be A. I think I'd be... No, definitely not A.
Okay, black flag.
There we go.
Black flag.
No.
We're out of the race.
That was parked for too long. Alright, I'm not going to do this for too much longer. I'll figure out how to play the game regularly. That's A. That's B. That's X. There ain't no gear upping. There's no gear upping. What is this? Oh, this is wrecked. Alright, controls on the 8-bit dough. Not working so well. Let me see. Yeah, 8-bit dough's not working well with these controls. I'm pretty sure it's a partial support. Maybe that's why. This is bad. Well, I don't know what that was. Alright, next one. Alrighty guys, so we are going to be doing BioShock Remastered. I always say one of my favorites, as you guys know, if you guys heard my story about when I initially played this game, 2008. Great game. Let's see if we can get this going. Okay. After this, I kind of want to do a BIOS update on the graphics card, but a little frightened on doing it. We're going to see how that goes. Okay. There we go. Come on. We're gonna continue where we're at with this one because everything could be pretty long. So we'll see. There we are. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're mint. Graphics option. We got it at 1080. Now VSync we could do on. Yeah, so we're good. It's gonna look great. This is the keep these changes. This is the upgraded version too, so the graphics should look even better. Again, we're still playing on a HD 6870, but yep, this is it. This is the dream. So we're at a lock 60. I mean, that's kind of what we needed. This is like the enhanced edition. See if we can find any enemies hanging around. This is an older game, but yeah, old games, still good games. And graphic-wise, this was great. Yep. Probably like that one. Oh, got me with that. I don't know if I still got it. Do I still got it is the question. couple straights. Get us in that corner there. Oof. Yeah, we still got it. There we go. Not as fast as I used to be with that. Okay. Do I remember how to do anything? There we go. Good on machine gun rounds. Okay. Don't know if I have telekinesis. I do. Whatever that is, I don't need it. I could use that. Okay. Ooh. Blue. Alrighty guys, so it's official. The 6870 can pretty easily play the enhanced edition of BioShock 1. Pretty solid. Yeah, it's kind of where we gotta be with this. You know, this card came out after the BioShock 1 was released. The enhanced edition, although that was released after, you know, still BioShock 1, and it still plays pretty good. So let's get on to our next game. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. We're at a lock 60 FPS, which is solid. Can't go wrong. Let's do our usual Fallout New Vegas. I think we're going to do a part 2 to this. Oh, okay, so we got to download and install some framework stuff. But I think we're going to do a part 2 to this video. As you guys know, we kind of do, these are going to be pretty long videos. So what we're going to do in the part 2 is we have a graphics card heatsink, which is even larger than this. It's actually the Arctic cooler. I'm still going to keep this heatsink because I love it. But yeah, it's an Arctic cooler. We're going to be using that. Now it said we were going to be in low quality. I think we'll do fine. Yeah, it's trying to put us all the way down. The card's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Should be able to handle medium. Even the GT710 could play it, but will it play it good is the question. Let's see. It's been a long time, but I do remember even some 5K series cards playing it. Some lower 6K series cards apparently with like the minimum recs, I believe. So, I mean, it should be able to do it. Let's see. As you guys know, I have a few favorite games, and this is another one of those favorite games. So let's see where. Okay. If we need to bump down the graphics, we definitely can. But before I get wrecked, let's go get some pop medics and some stim packs, and hopefully take this guy out. Alright, so I want to see how we fare outside, because the indoors is a little different than the outside. So let's try to get us outdoors, and then we'll come back to this at a later date. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Shoot. Can't fast travel out, which sucks. Oh, I'm stuck here for a bit. Alright. So I'm not going to be able to do the outdoor setup, which sucks, but we'll run this a little bit, show you guys how it goes. I think we're completely stuck in here, to be honest. Shoot. do a couple battles. You know, we're kind of dropping a little bit. I think with a little overclock we'll be perfectly fine. 60 FPS is what we want to get. And this is HD 6870, so it's crazy. It plays these games. And, you know, we're going to have some issues when we get into some newer titles, but these are older titles that were very good, and we're kind of seeing that they still play really well on older cards, so that's pretty solid. Let's see. I'd like to bring us outside with this game, but I think for this moment we might be locked in, which kind of sucks.
Continuing search for
Yeah, I think we're locked in where we're at. Hopefully we'll just get into one battle, figure it out from there. Okay.
attention.
Let's see, is this open? Requires a key. So we'll find that key. Maybe we won't find the key. Alright, so this is pretty much it for Fallout. Hopefully I'll get through this portion at a later date. But you guys can see it runs pretty well. Not too bad. Getting outside would be great, but we're gonna get on to the next game. Right, so that was Fallout New Vegas. We got a little glimpse of it. We still haven't downloaded that. Let's try a newer game. I've never even played it. I played Postal 1 or 2. I got it for like dirt cheap. Let's see. Has been known to crash DirectX 11. Alright. See how we do. So this is Postal 4. It's a newer game. Some of the older Postals, pretty good. More like, you know, a little on the inappropriate side. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see. Settings, video. We cap it at 60. See how it goes. I think it'll run, whatever. Start game. So we can use our controller, which is good. Okay.
This story begins with the man who once had it all. This is a tale of a man with a fulfilling 9-to-5 employment.
I'm gonna skip over the scenes here. So let's see how this old card runs this newer game. It's kind of where it's at. I don't know how new this game is, but it's pretty new. So okay, so it's struggling. It is struggling. Yep,
I'm gonna
it's
need
struggling.
some money if I hope
don't
to
know
get
what it
anything
wants
done
me to
in this
do.
town. I suppose I need a job, but I ought to find a way to advertise
Yeah, I don't know
my
what it
much
really wants
sought
me to do.
after employment.
I didn't even know what it
qualities
wanted me to
the
do on
public first.
the actual the first or second. I had no idea. Oh yeah, yeah. How are we looking? We're at 20 right now. Not good. Okay, so this. Oh, yep. We have a couple options. This dog, is it friendly? It's a friendly. Alright, so this is unplayable. I think this was at like a higher setting, so let's bump it down. Pretty sure we were literally on high. I just figured it could do it, but let's see. Did we freeze? We froze. It froze. Okay, so we're gonna try again. There was some freezing issues that it had mentioned right here. I'm still not gonna do all that. Seems like a lot, but we're gonna push through and see what we have here, what we can do with what we got out the box. Alright, so I think we were on a high setting. We don't really have to be all the way that high. Let's see. Butt sauce. Okay, that's interesting. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, what are we doing? Alright, video. Game resolution. What? I don't know if the card actually supports FSR. It probably doesn't. Pop that. We can lower the field of view. Okay. Now let's see where we're at. We lowered a few things. You know, it should be a little bit better. We just got to get it above 30. See if it is playable. Alright, we got another load screen, guys. Shoot. There we go. Again, this game was a little, you could say a little inappropriate, depending on... Ooh, it's even worse.
Ow!
It's even worse. How did this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not running, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Video... Oh, performance. What is that? Why do they have the video and performance in a different section? Wow. What in the world? Wow. What? You can't make this shit up. You really can't. Alright. So, we're at medium. We're going to be playing at butt sauce. Let's lower all that. Lower this. Wow. Alright, now we finally got it working in a 30 FPS range with all that turned down. You know, I think this is... Ooh, yeah, we got a good drop right there. I think this is where an overclock would be very helpful, especially with this game, because it's borderlining unplayable. You know, I wouldn't play it like this. Preferably, I'd play it at 40, 50, 60, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't play it like this. So.
Thankfully, it's not
Is
burning
that
today.
Alright. Oh. Yeah, I forget this is a little inappropriate. I honestly don't even know how to play this game.
The
Where's that?
ideal utensil to communicate myself to the masses.
Catnip. I don't have any weapons, so that's why that's not working. Get the catnip. That is spray. Alright, so yeah, we're able to get 30 FPS. I think
I need something else to add a message here.
Not in a great spot. It should be a lot. It's at a lock 60. So, being that it can't keep up to 60, it's just keeping up to 30. It's not good. It's pretty bad. Alright. Let's quit to desktop. We're going to get on to the next game here. Okay, our next game, as you guys know, let's do Hitman Absolution. See how this goes. Alright, so this is downloadable content. I'm not going to do that. We're actually going to do Left 4 Dead 2. I think that's a good option. This would be a great game for this card because it just makes sense. Came out before the card, so that works out. See how that GPU is looking. 64 max, that's not bad. CPU. It is 71, that's not terrible. I have no idea what's going on with Steam. Let's click off some of this stuff. Steam just frozen out, or whatever it's doing. Okay. Oh, I said I wasn't going to do Hitman. Oh. We're doing Left 4 Dead 2. We're opening up 2. Okay. Alright, that should be good. Alrighty. So we do have a lot of games to test. I don't know if I'm going to go through the full. So we're going to figure out what we could do here. Let's see. Right, so we are playing Left 4 Dead 2. Even the GT10 730, 710 would make this game look pretty good. So there we go. We're going to play through campaign. Let's get in our options. Go to video. Options, video. Advanced settings. Should be perfectly fine. I don't think we're gonna have an issue even on you know, even on high. I think it'll be perfectly good. If not, we'll go down a little bit. This is what's great. These cards can play these older games really well. You know, a lot of people, they want newer cards that play newer games. Me, depends, really. It depends. I mean, I like to have things that have good driver support. In this one, we're using a legacy driver, which kind of sucks, but sometimes the legacy drivers are pretty good. So, see how we're looking, guys. Alright, did not mean to do that. We don't have our Shrek going like we normally do. That sucks. Yeah, we're getting 200 plus FPS. Really no issues at all. It's incredible what we could do with these cards. Again, this is a 6870. It's a 1 gigabyte card, so You're gonna have issues with higher resolutions, specifically 1080p. You know, even like 1080p, 4K, 1440. You know, it's all gonna be a problem when you go up in necessary video RAM. So you're gonna need more and more as you go up. In a card like this, it was locked out at like 1 or 2 gigs. I believe they did have a 2 gigabyte model. Oof, I got there. But this is the 1 gigabyte model, so mind you, yeah, it's not. Not for me, not for me. Somebody else is taking that one. All right. But yeah, you guys can see we're moving, we're pushing. You know, the card is a lot better than a lot of people made it to be. Does its job, plays certain games. You know, not all games, but let's just have a little fun and let's do this real quick. This is gonna be what it's really all about right here. It should be running at us like crazy. So here we have that, you know, something that's going to be a load on the systems, which basically is just a lot of zombies coming at us. Which still running pretty good. I mean, we're in the hundreds plus, 200 plus sometimes. Alright, so this game plays really well. Left 4 Dead 2, definitely an option for this card. Let's go on to another game here. That's something we wouldn't even have to download any additional, you know, we wouldn't even have to overclock that because it did pretty well. Alright, so we'll go to Borderlands 2. There we go. It's getting more redistributables. Again, this is a new test bench. So new test benches need more redistributables and other products. So we'll see. I was hoping to do the 6870, well, basically just getting the new firmware on there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that tonight in the same video, so it's fine. As long as we can get it done, that's going to be in another video. Hopefully I'll be able to bring some of these benchmarks into that video. Would be good. They have a upper model to this HD 6870, so that's going to be the one we're taking our firmware from, and just hopefully it works, because we never know. It could brick the card. It would be very disappointing. Very disappointing. Okay, here we go. It's display name. That's whatever. Alright, so let's get that. Let's get our VSync on. So cap 60, windowed mode, okay. It's all on high. Do I think the 6870 can do it? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. It's a 720. I like that. Okay. Oh. Oh, damn. What did I do? What in the world? Oof. Oh, holy moly. This ain't good, guys. This is not good. Let's look where that GPU's at. $68. Heat it up a little bit. so we're having a little issue with that. Let's go in our task managers, close some stuff out, hopefully. If we can. Wow, this is bad. We can lock, get ourselves back in. Alright, let's close out a few things and just hope this works. No. Oof. It looks like the game was trying to run in some windowed mode. It just didn't work out, so we're gonna restart. Damn, that's rough. Definitely not what I was hoping for there. I have it. I didn't rethermal it, so we're gonna be doing it. Like I said, a part 2, or rethermaling. We're gonna put new thermal paste. We're gonna put on top of that, we're gonna put a whole new heatsink. I got a VRM heatsink custom specifically for the 6850, 6870, and I think the 6900 series. So I got that. That's just for the VRAM. And then I have the additional. What is it? We have the additional Arctic cooler, which is like massive. Hopefully it comes in. Dual fan, and I have a triple fan coming in. Apparently they completely discontinued the Arctic Extreme series heatsink coolers because I guess a lot of the cards, they require VRAM cooling, specific VRAM cooling, and you know, you got to make sure certain things get cooled. And when you have this almost universal heatsink like the Extremes, you come into a problem, you know, because every card is different, every design is different. Back in the day, they had it where these cards, just specifically, I mean, especially this one here, you just pull the thing off and then you can put a whole other aftermarket cooler on there, no problem. The VRMs don't even have a cooler on them. I usually throw these on there. Usually throw these little heat sinks on there if they fit. So that's usually where I go to for that. But I was like, you know what, I love this card enough to where let's just put a nice heatsink on it. I found it on eBay. I'm still waiting for it to come in. There we go. So let's press continue. Let's get it rocking. This is probably where it froze right there. My freaking FPS is not on. Shit. That's not good. Alright, let's get FPS going. Of course, I forgot fraps. I always forget fraps. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're at a lock 60. It looks like we dropped down 1. We haven't gotten into any battles yet. As we run, it's looking pretty good. We'll see once we get into like some type of, you know, heat, some type of battle. Yeah, we got some enemies down there, I think. So, let's see what we got. We got dual wield. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm getting destroyed. Okay, let's get it. I don't know what I'm doing. Throwing my weapons. Yeah, I don't really think that went down from 60, so I think it's pretty solid. We did hit 58 or 59, but I'm gonna say Borderlands 2 at 720, definitely playable. Definitely playable. I would wonder even if Borderlands... Why are they just throwing their weapon? Ooh, I did not see that guy there. Oh, that's a perk that he has. I haven't played this game forever. Nice. Ooh, I gotta start moving around a little bit. Ooh, okay, we're running. Oh, I'm hit. Did not mean to do that. Okay. There we go. We're friggin' rocking. I'm assuming we do more damage in this mode as well. Oh yeah, we're ripping. Alright, before I fall to my death, we're gonna go to our next... Oh, I saved? Man, damn. That's gonna be funny next time I come in and find that save like that. Okay, quit. Alright guys, we're gonna look at just one more game for the night. So... do Dirt Showdown real quick. There's definitely a lot more we could look at, but for now, before we do all the crazy firmware updates, we'll rock with this, see how this goes. You guys kind of see, we're actually down, it looks like we're verifying that game. That's going to be for another card, I think. Okay. So, I'm gonna say we froze. I think we froze. Wow. It's bad. Very bad. Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna call it for the night. You know, we got a lot more to do. Wait, we're here. Okay, thank goodness. We actually might not have to. Come on. What in the world? Alright. Alright, don't mind the freaking name there. Okay. So it's trying to connect us to the Dirt Showdown.
There's a whole lot of cool
Alright, so
stuff
I just
going
want to
on
do a
over
quick
in
little
racing.
ride. Nothing crazy. So, here we go. Oh, we got a problem. We're not even in full screen right now. Come on.
All right, Nevada. Things are getting tense as we find out who's going to make it through to the Dirt Showdown.
Yeah, we're not even in
tour.
full screen. Shit. And it is like not working. Come on. Shit. Fuck. Sometimes we just get very unlucky. This is one of those times where nothing
It's
is
history in the
working.
making, people. Watch and learn.
Alrighty guys, so we are gonna call it for tonight. What? Fuck. Alright, so right here we're gonna switch our graphic option. We're doing a full screen. Put on VSync, aspect ratio, medium, high. Okay. Man. Here we go, guys. So we're at 720, medium, high. Thank goodness this started up because we were having some difficulty. So far we're pushing through. We're at a good 60 locked, so I don't feel too bad. Again, we had our GPU. Temperature seemed actually pretty good. I mean, I can't really say too much about that. I don't think it looked too bad. CPU got a little hotter than the GPU, so. But yeah, I think we're looking at a locked 60. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to end on that note. I'm going to call it a night for this one. Again, be ready for part 2. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please check out my sponsor, Dubby. They make energy drink powders. Definitely pretty solid. As you guys can see, I actually bought a lot of those. But my discount code is 10%. You're just going to use Party10, and you'll get 10% off all of their products. They have a lot of solid products. You know, they got the hydro samplers. They have those energy tubs there. I like the yuzu, the Japanese yuzu. Really good lemonade-esque drink. It's a really good lemonade drink, so check it out. Thanks again for watching, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. I gotta go take a piss. Yes, I got piss.
You shown you've got the skills. Now it's time for the real thing. Welcome to Dirt
Oh,
Showdown.
fuck me.
Pick an option and let's get this
Might have to
party
redo
started.
that,